Welcome to English class. Hope you all are fine. Let's move to a lesson and it's in Unit 10. The name of the lesson is The Ship of the Desert. Do you know which animal is known as Ship of the Desert? Yeah, it's camel. So it is a story which tells about camel and how it just adapted to the region which is very hot and which we say it is a desert. Okay, so let's move on to the story. Let me read the story first. The Ship of the Desert. Lion roaring, "Who are you?" Camel looking down at the lion. "I am the ship of the desert." "Who are you?" "Don't you know me? I am the king of the forest." Camel, "Are you? Oh, I see." Lion frowning. "You call yourself the ship of the desert. How can you be a ship? You are an animal." Camel smiling. "So I am, but people call me the ship of the desert. I can walk across the desert even on a hot afternoon. The sand burns, but it does not bother me." Lion, "I can't believe it." Camel, "Can you walk across a desert?" Lion blinking. "No, I can't, but I can run in the forest." Camel with disdain. "Every animal can do that. I alone can run on sand. I can run on sand at 25 kilometers an hour." Lion wondering, "How can you do that?" Camel, "Look at my feet. They are thick and padded. The hot sun does not burn them." Lion, "My feet are padded too. Thorns don't prick them and I can run 80 kilometers an hour." Camel, "That is true. You can run 80 kilometers an hour in the forest, but can you run even a mile on the hot sand?" "Maybe not, but..." Camel interrupting, "And you can't live without water for a week, can you?" Lion, "No, I can't. I need water every day. But don't tell me you can do without water." Camel, "Yes, I can. There are no rivers or lakes in a desert. But that does not bother me. I can drink 200 bottles of water at a time." Lion, "Really? You must have a big stomach." Camel proudly, "Yes, I have a big stomach. I can store water for a week. I can store food for 2 weeks even." Lion showing it a lot of interest. "Do you store food in your stomach?" Camel, "No, I don't. I store it in my hump. I eat a lot of food at one time. Then I don't need to eat food for a fortnight." Lion, "That's interesting. But what do you eat?" Camel, "I eat leaves, but there are no trees in a desert." Lion, "What do you eat there?" Camel, "There are thorny bushes in the desert. I eat the thorns. The thorns don't prick my thick tongue." Lion, "How funny." Camel, "Mr. King of the Forest, please come with me to the desert." Lion, "No, I would better not. I can't walk on burning sand. I can't store food and water, and I can't eat thorns. Goodbye and good luck, Mr. Ship of the Desert." This is the story, and let me explain the story. So in the story there is two characters, that is camel and a lion. They are talking to each other. In the beginning the lion is thinking that lion is king of the forest and it is the highest post the animals are getting. But here when the lion is able to understand that camel is adapting so much things according to the region, it is very much surprised. So when they meet each other, they ask about each other. "Who are you?" And the lion is asking, well, "Who are you?" That time camel is saying that "I am the ship of the desert." So lion is totally confused. "No, you are not a ship. You are an animal." That time he said, "No, people used to call me as ship of the desert because I can only walk in the hot burning sand." That time lion say, "I too run in the forest, but no one calls me as that." But camel says that, "No, it happens to me only. I can only just walk in the hot sand." Then Lion is more confused and surprised about the adaptations of camel. He is asking a lot of questions to camel. What about water? There is no water in the desert. So camel is saying, yes, I can live for a while without having water. And even the food. About the food, he is telling that for 2 weeks without food, the camel can travel in the desert. Water also it can store in the hump. It is a projected area you can see on the backside of the camel where they store food and water. So these are abilities camel has, and lion is able to understand, okay, that's why the camel is known as sheep of desert. Even the food items which the camel is taking is not ordinary things. It is thorns which are available in desert. Nothing else is available. So at last our lion is telling, yes, I understood why people are calling you the sheep of the desert, because you are the only animal which can adjust with the hot burning sand, water not available, food not available, and these are all things you can only adjust. That's why camel is called the sheep of the desert. Thanking camel, lion is saying goodbye, and there ends the story. From this story, you must be understanding that why camel is called the sheep of the desert. Because its body, its foot, the way it stores water, this all makes the camel to be known as the sheep of the desert. So you must have understood the peculiarities of camel. Hope you must have enjoyed the story, liked the story. Thank you.